college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Canes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Ole Miss offense will have first crack at this one. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense, but he decided to come back for senior year too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Going to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Maddox. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Miami's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the give off the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's nickel. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
Makes the catch on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead is 6 in the first. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Alabama is on the short side of things right now. But like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to change this route. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 34.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's nickel. Might be looking to run. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Moon.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Rebels in the hurry up. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Shotgun snap on third down. Finds his man. It's Moon. Got enough space. Touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's nickel. Now improvising. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Rebels line it up with a first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chance.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Madden. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. With the catch, it's Moore. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And the Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Nickel. Under fire. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Puts it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking to throw, it's nickel. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Finds a man in the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on. There he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Canes are in the hurry-up.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of the 3rd quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets open down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Nickel. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Pulls and fires complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Bradley. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Looking for a crease to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. They'll send the back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Nickel. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. They're working that left side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To throw, it's nickel. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Creates a little room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I'm going to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
The Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incomplete.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it behind the line. It's Bradley. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Looking downfield, it's nickel. Steps away. Catch in the middle, it's shot. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now, and you wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to throw. It's nickel. Makes the grab. It's Glass. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Glass. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Under fire. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.